Welcome everybody, ready for another 30-40 minute yoga class? Fabulous. Let's take, if you go down onto your knees, let's just start in a nice kneeling position. Alright, so we're just connecting with the breath, as always. But rather than a cross-legged position, let's just see if you can get used to sitting in a kneeling position, which of course for some is no problem at all, but for others it can be really quite difficult. So if that's you, just see if you can manage to do this for a few breaths. But if you really would prefer to do this in cross-legged, then of course that's absolutely fine as well. Okay, so we just would like to sit back onto the heels and straighten the back, bring the shoulders down, and just connect in with the breath. Just take some nice deep breaths, allowing the belly to expand. And just be aware of just the sounds around you, not just the sounds of life, dogs barking in my case, birds singing, might be cars going by. Just be aware of the awareness that is the consciousness and the energetic field of which we are all a part. And you can just imagine each and every one of us as a small wave on the ocean of life, all part of the ocean, but we are all an expression of that same ocean. Which brings me to the second commandment, do unto others as you would have done by you, which if we take the ocean analysis, or analogy I should say, fits in perfectly with we are all part of the ocean. Therefore, we should love each and every one of us as part of the whole ocean. And herein endeth, I should say, the lesson. But it's definitely something to ponder and to think on. I love that ocean analogy because I think it explains things of the great cosmos of which we're all part very well. Okay, so opening up the eyes. Take another deep breath in, bring the arms up, clasp the fingers together, and bring them out in front of you. So I want you to reach your hands out so that you're reaching away from yourself. And hold them nice and steady. Engage those arms. So you want to lift, it's like lifting the elbows up, which will naturally engage the triceps. You'll feel a nice stretch in the shoulder blades here. So hopefully you're still comfortable sitting in your kneeling position here. If not, do feel free to change position. Just taking a nice deep breath in and out, keeping the arms nicely held and the shoulder blades open. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale and down, bring them back up again, and out in front, again, away from you. Okay, so this time you might get them a little bit further away from you, the shoulder blades opening a little bit deeper. And exhale down. One last time, up and down, stretching away from you. Breathing nice and deeply, release the shoulders. And down. That's a great little warm-up one for the shoulders, particularly if you've been using kettlebells or doing anything, weight training, that kind of thing, because it really does help to open up the shoulder blades that might be quite tight. Okay, feet out in front, just point and flex the toes. And circle. We'll do 3 times in one direction. and then the other. Good, and then back to centre. Bring the legs to the width of your mat, and we'll just open up our hips by doing another one of these. I forgot, this is one of the warm-ups I used to do for so many of my classes, and I loved it. And then I kind of forgot about it a little bit. But actually, if you're keeping that core engaged, if the deeper you can get down, the more you're activating that lower back, and you're bringing warmth into the core as you circle. Alright, so let's do another 3 in this direction. 2 and 3. Come back to centre, deep breath. Exhale other way. So get that millstone going around the other side. And you know, if you want, you can come back a little bit further behind you. Okay, you can activate those core muscles in order to support you as you come round. Okay, we'll do another 2, 1, and 2. Well done. Okay, bring the feet together, bring the soles of the feet together, about 1.5 feet away from you. Take a nice deep breath in here, and we'll just come forward, this nice little hip opener. We're going to concentrate on quite a bit of hip opening today, so this is a nice way to start. So just breathe through, allow the knees to relax, just allowing the hips to open gently. Just take a nice deep breath in and out, and just allow yourself to surrender to the posture. Three, 4, and 5. Well done. Coming back up again. Alright, we're going to bring the knees together. We're going to come down. We're going to do a little bit of core work. We're going to come back on our sacrum. We're going to lift the legs. And we're going to bring the heels as close into the body as possible. Okay, and we're just going to hold them there. Now, if you need to support yourself, you can put your hands on your knees. You are helping yourself along a little bit. But you can also support yourself a little bit here with your hands down if you're really struggling. Alright, you want to keep that pelvic floor zipped up, okay? Nice and strong, the Uddiyana Bandha, that strip along there, keeping it nice and steady. Keep the back nice and straight. You can bring the arms out if you like, if you want to engage them and start to make them work a little bit harder. That's okay too, whichever you want to do. Just keep those knees coming closely in towards the chest, keeping the feet off the ground. Okay. Keep it nice and strong. Now, I want you to see if you can try and point the toes up towards the ceiling and then point them down towards the floor. Okay, we might as well activate the ankles and the feet whilst we're holding the core. Alright, but remember, if you lose the core, you need to reposition. It's very important that your core is nicely engaged here. Okay, point your toes and up. Okay, bring the legs out straight, hold it nice and steady for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right, I know that was quite hard for a lot of people, so come forward. Alright, okay. So we've just done some nice activation work within the hip flexors and our core there, so we're now going to stretch that out by doing a few nice cats and cows. Okay, so take a nice deep breath in, bring the tummy down towards the floor, pushing down firmly with the hands, looking up gently without straining the neck. Exhale, push down with the hands, roll the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. You're bringing the tummy towards the spine here. And inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You want to really try and round the shoulders around here, okay? So that you're opening up the shoulder blades as well. Exhale through and inhale. Well done. And exhale. Good. Coming back to the centre, we're going to stick to tabletop at the moment. What I'd like you to do is lift that right leg up in line with the spine. We're going to hold here, keep it nice and strong in the core. Push down firmly with the hands. 1, keep the hips nice and square. 2, keep it strong in the core. 3, 4, and 5. Now the same leg, I want you to bend the knee and bring it out to the side and lift it up in line with your spine. 1, make sure you don't kick back over to the left, keep your hips square. This is quite tough. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Back, 2 straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Bring that knee back. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale. Left side. Bring it up in line with your spine. Hold steady in the core. 1, 2. This is a good way of warming up the wrists as well. You've not got too much weight on the wrists, but if your wrists are a bit weak, this is quite a good way to kind of get used to bringing weight. 5, bring the leg up and to the side, being careful not to lean over onto the right too much. 1, 2, keep it steady. 3, 4, and 5. Back, 2, steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, lifting up the chest here, and 5. Well done. Bring those knees back to centre. Right, curl the toes under, okay, and I want you to come back, and I want you just to bring your feet out to the width of the mat, so you can come down into a nice malasana, okay? This is a lovely stretch for the calves. Remember, if you're really struggling, you can always grab the mat and hold on to it, if that's a struggle. Some people may not be able to get their feet flat yet, in which case don't worry, just sit in that kind of frog leap position on your tiptoes, okay? And remember as well, if you can do it normally like this, but it's early in the practice and you just feel you're more comfortable on your tiptoes, that's fine as well. It's more about the hip opening here and to bring a nice stretch into the calf muscle, which is always great if you're a runner or a cyclist, or you like fitness kettlebell classes or any fitness classes. Quite often your calf muscle gets very, very tight, and things like downward dog and front forward folds, Paschimottanasas, are great for allowing them to stretch out, but this is a really, really nice one, and it's multiple because it does a lot of other things like your hip opener and your opening off the back and all these wonderful good things. Okay, hands down, slowly lift yourself back up, bring the feet together and just bring yourself down into Padangusthasana. Okay, so you can either lift the toes up, you might need to bend your knees if you feel your hamstrings are screaming at you. Okay, but ultimately you'll get to the point where you'll be able to straighten your legs. So you can just gently lift up the toes, breathing down just as deeply as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend the knees here, okay? Bend the knees, and I want you to bring the hands behind you, clasp the fingers now. Roll the shoulders down back to begin with. Lift the arms up and over. Alright, so we're opening up shoulders now. Now you can roll the shoulders down, back and forth, just to open them up if they're tight. Alright? 1. Now you can come down deeper if you wish with the legs, it's up to you. If you feel there's too much going on with your arms, just concentrate on your arms. But you can come down into sort of like a skier's squat, if you like, which activates the legs also. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly come back up. Well done. Okay, excellent. Right, now I'd like you to take the weight on the left foot and bring that right foot over into a nice squatting position. This time we're going to come down, rather than just keep our back straight, we're actually going to make it a little bit deeper. We're going to come down that little bit deeper. I'm going to hold steady. Breathing through. Keep your drishti point with something straight ahead, help you with your balance, and keep the core strong. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Now I want you just to take that right foot down gently, come down so that you're squatting on that left foot, and I want you to take that right foot out in front and hold. 1. I'm liking this one, by the way, folks. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Place that right foot down, come down and swirl around so that your foot is facing front here, and you're going to come down to a spider lunge. Okay? So in the ball of the left foot, this right foot is stretching out. Hold 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, hands down. We're going to come up and do exactly the same other side, spider lunge, the other way. Okay? Hope you can see what I'm doing here. It's my back presented, my backside presented to you. That's nice, isn't it? Okay, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, okay, so this time we're only going to do is swivel around on that right foot and lift the left. Okay, so we're doing this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place that left foot down, come up, get your balance on that right foot, take the left foot over, okay, and then you're going to squat down quite deep, hold the balance. 1, 2, keep it strong in the core. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Place that left foot hip width apart from the right. Inhale, exhale, come all the way back down again to Padangusthasana. This time you might be able to straighten the legs, just grab the toes with the forefingers, gently pull them up as you allow the top half of the body to relax down towards the floor. Breathe through. Two, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Slowly come back up again. Well done. All right. Fantastic. Right. Okay. So now we're going to come into a nice high lunge. Okay. Sort of crescent moon. So we're going to take the back leg, keep it strong and straight to begin with. We're going to bring the right foot forward, come down. Doesn't matter if you've done the left. We'll do the opposite anyway. We're always balanced. Bring the arms up, holding steady for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring that bend in the left leg. 1. Keep it strong in the core. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the hands down, bring yourself into a low lunge. Coming back up, we'll do a nice twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Hands down, curl the left toes under, back to downward dog. Breathing nice and deeply. So you're externally rotating the shoulders, pushing through the hands. Bottom is pushing up towards the ceiling and you're bringing the energy back into the thighs. Pushing the weight back into the thighs and the heels are coming down. Just remember, you want a kind of leg length between your toes and your hands, okay? So we don't want it to be like this, just so that you can get your feet down, okay? But you're not really getting much from that downward dog position. You want to have your feet a little bit further back, even if you can't bring your heels down, just so that you've got that nice triangle V shape. Okay, ready? Okay, next inhale, we'll take that left foot up. Okay, so we're going to come and do our crescent moon. Coming up, high lunge. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Bring the hands down, bring yourself down to the low lunge. Bring that right elbow over. And we're going to a nice twist for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Hands forward, curl the right toes under, back downward dog. 1, 2. See if you can try and, if your heels are down, just see if you can try and lift up your toes. You can really feel a beautiful stretch up the calf. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, here we go. I'm going to lift that right foot up towards the ceiling, okay? Now we're going to bring the right knee over to the left elbow. Now we're going to bring it down to the floor. Back up to that left elbow. Over to the right. Down to the floor. Up to the right elbow. Back up to the ceiling. Woo! That was a good one, wasn't it? And then I want you to bring that right foot all the way to the outside of that right hand. Okay, and then I want you to bring that left knee down. So we're coming into a dragon position here. So the hands on the inside of that right foot. And you can either hold yourself here, if your hips are, if this is good enough for them. If you want them to come down a bit deeper, you can bring your body down towards the floor or come down to full sphinx. Arm position. But just be careful, this is very, very strong on the inside of the flat of the hip and groin, okay? So just be steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the hands back up. Steady yourself through the core. Bring that weight back onto the knee. Left foot curls under, right foot back to downward dog, okay? Take a breath here. Okay, inhale, left leg up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. We're going to bring that left knee over to the right elbow. We're going to bring it down to the floor. Then up to the right elbow. Over to the left elbow. Down to the floor. Up to the left elbow. Oh, and back. Oh no, sorry, we're not. We did bring it back. We did bring it back first. Breathe. Then we bring it out to the left hand side of that left hand. Bring yourself down into the low lunge position, but your both hands are on the inside of that left foot. And again, you come down to whichever level of depth you feel you can manage comfortably. Try and relax the hips. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Coming back up again with the hands. Curl the right toes under, back to downward dog. Position yourself. Take 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Bring your knees to the floor. Back onto kneeling position here. And take the hands back. Take a couple of breaths. Okay, now we're going to just stretch out those quads. Take a deep breath, engage the core, and lift the bottom up towards the ceiling. Take the head back if that feels comfortable for you. Or you can keep it forward, of course. If not, keep it steady for 2. We're going to try and get to 10 if we can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Bring the bottom back down. Bring your head back up. Inhale, come forward, hands down. Bring your head all the way down in extended child's pose and relax. And slowly, slowly, slowly come back up again. Well done. Fantastic. Great. So you should hopefully feel quite ironed out. I would just like to do another little kind of standing posture first before coming down and finishing off with a few nice seated postures. So we're going to come back into our high lunge position. But this time we're going to turn our bodies round to the right, okay? With the arms out. We're going to hold. So you've got a nice twist here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to steady ourselves and twist round to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Butterfly the hands down. Well done. Back to downward dog. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, left foot up. We're going to come into that same positioning. And we're going to start this way first of all. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Swing round gently. Keep it nice and strong in the core, else you'll lose your balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Butterfly down. Back to downward dog. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we're going to just bend the knees a little bit. We're going to jump up to halfway up the mat. Okay, we're just jump a nice little jump, landing nicely and gently, and we're going to come back down to seated. Excellent. Okay, good. Right, so we're going to come in, we'll just do a nice little bit of lotus practice to finish, I think. So we're going to take that right foot out, extend it out in front of you there, and we're going to bring the left foot up and rest it on the thigh. Remember to try and see if you can tuck that left heel into the right groin, and we're just going to slowly invite that left knee to come down closer towards the floor. Again, no more weight than just the weight of your arm and hand on that knee. Okay, take it very easy, make sure that foot is supported. And if your foot is further down that leg just now because your hips are just not allowing for you to bring it up any closer, that's okay. Just wherever you feel comfortable. Aiming eventually, as the knee and the hip and the ankle, etc. open up, that you'll be able to tuck it nicely up into that piece of groin there. Okay? Now we're going to hold that nice and steady. Take a few deep breaths, stay where you are if that's enough for you. Otherwise, if you have your foot tucked quite happily up here, you can take that left hand behind, grab the toes, opening up the whole of that shoulder. Inhale and exhale, come down towards that right toe. Now, of course, that's very strong on your knee, your ankle on tops of the feet and the hips, so just take it really easy. Come down only as deep as you feel you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly come back up. Release that left hand. Bring this right foot up and come into a nice half lotus. Keeping yourself with the back nice and straight, shoulders down. You can bring your hands so the palms are facing upwards if you wish, as you are open to receive blessings. You can set an intention here if you wish, or you may ask for a blessing if you wish. And just hold steady and breathe. And you may also ask, if you wish, your higher self for a piece of wisdom. Because as we know, the wisdom is all within us. Universal law, as above, so below, so within, so without. Well done. Okay, bring the hands together into prayer. Take one nice deep breath and release. Slowly take that left foot down and place it down where it can just allow the blood rush to come back into the joints. And this is what I love about lotus and all of these sort of postures that allow for the knees to open, because we gather so much gunk and stuck energy and stuff in our joints if we don't open them well, you know. And then therefore they just get stiff, get stuck with stuff. You know, it's good to be able to really do postures that allow for the opening of these joints, providing you do them gently until you get to a point where, you know, they're quite happy for you to sit in postures that are a little bit more challenging for longer. Alright, so bring that right foot up now. We'll do exactly the same the other side. So we're making sure that foot is well supported on the thigh, allowing that right knee to come down on its own accord. And don't worry if it's still stuck up here, that's perfectly normal. But you do not want to be having your foot halfway down your foot like that just because it looks as if your knee's down on the floor, because that doesn't help your foot at all. And you're not really opening up that hip effectively. So if your foot is halfway down the knee, halfway down towards the knee, that's okay. And if this knee's all the way up there, that's okay as well. Don't worry, over time in gentle practice, you will find that you will gain great strides in this posture. Okay, Again, stay here if that's enough for you, if that's too much is going on and you just need to concentrate on relaxing into that posture. Otherwise, for those who are quite comfortable, can take the right hand round, grab the toes, and again, exhale down gently, just as deep as you feel you're happy to go. Nothing too strenuous, relax the shoulders. Yoga is always about how doing what you feel is right for you. And slow progress will come. 3, 4, and 5. Coming up slowly, okay? Release that right arm. We can bring that left foot up if that feels comfortable enough for you to do. And we'll do this the same again. We can have the hands out, ready to receive any blessings or any wisdom from our higher self. Set an intention. Just breathe. Two breaths here. 1 and 2. And just bring the hands up into prayer position. Take a nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Well done. Now we'll just take that right foot down. Just again, we just want to let that rest a little bit. So we'll just come in with our legs straight out in front of us. And we'll do a nice Paschimottanasana. Take a deep breath in and exhale forward. Just again, as deep as you feel you're comfortable with. Nice and easy. Two, 3, 4 and 5. Well done. Okay, so bringing yourself back into just a normal Sukhasana position. We'll take a nice deep breath in and we'll do a nice warm-up twist to finish. Left hand to right knee, and we'll just try to hold for a nice 10 breaths just so we can bring a nice little twist into our seated practice. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come back to centre. Inhale, arms up, and the other side. Bet you weren't expecting to warm up twist at this time. I quite like to shake things up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come back to centre. Well done. Take a nice deep breath in. Take the hands out in front. Come down. Just bring your head down onto your hands and just relax. Of course, you might not be that far, so don't worry. Just wherever you can manage to relax. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhaling back up again. Take the hands into prayer position. Well done, everybody. And we will finish our class normally. Remember to have a Shavasana. Always have a Shavasana, and I can't stress that enough. I know I'm not doing on online. We don't do the Shavasana, just because it's easier for you to then lie down yourself for as long as you wish so that you can bring in the full magic of your yoga practice. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you. Well done, everybody. Do Shavasana, do a guided meditation, and just allow yourself that me time. See you next time.